Hey, friends, it's Deb. Welcome back to Thriving Alcohol Free. You are all in for a treat of all treats today. We have the OG of mocktails on Instagram. Mocktail Mo is in the house. Her Instagram handle is mocktail.mo. So follow along. If you're not following her already, hopefully you already are. Mo, you were one of the first accounts I followed. You were one of the very first accounts that I followed. Like, I love you. You
Oh,
have
honey.
such a special place in this space, and I'm so happy to connect with you today. So thank you for being here.
Well, first of all, I love you right back.
Oh,
I
thank you.
love all of your mocktails. They're fabulous. They're
Having a good time.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes. And what was it that you did? Oh, the magnesium thing. I was just like, oh, yes, yes. So
Why?
happy that someone finally did that because I kept thinking, well, if you have the wrong magnesium, you are not going to go to sleep because you're
I
going
didn't
to go
know.
to the bathroom all night long. Um, and everybody was so generic about the magnesium
Yeah,
when this whole,
it's
you
all the
know,
same thing. Just put in a little magnesium. You'll be good to go. You'll sleep all night. I'm like, no, but I'm clean as a whistle.
absolutely. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
colon is cleansed. Yes, make sure you're not using magnesium citrate. For anybody
hmm
who's listening, if you're making a sleepy mom or sleepy girl mocktail, it's tart cherry juice, sparkling water, or kombucha, or whatever, and magnesium. But everybody just says, "Oh, magnesium." Like, we all know what that means. It's
Right.
not all magnesium is created equally. So
No, it is
yeah.
not. No,
Okay,
it's
well, good.
not
I'm
all
glad that
one and the
spoke to
same.
your heart.
Oh, it sure did. I was so happy to see that.
Okay, so what is going on in the world of Mocktail Mo? I want you to share your story about like getting started and living an alcohol-free lifestyle. I mean, you're such an inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's see. So I started when I could not figure out why I was getting migraine headaches, and then the
Mm,
severity was getting worse. And then I had one glass of wine and was sick for 3 days and
mm.
thought, oh, maybe I'm allergic to white wine. And then about 6 months later, I had a glass of red wine. I was a little bit sicker. And I
Wow.
thought, oh, I'm allergic to wine. As you do, you just sort
Yeah.
of work your way through it. And then um, I had an old fashioned with friends
Uh-huh.
and had to go to urgent care.
Oh,
I was
wow.
so sick.
Wow.
And my doctor, here's the funny thing, is my doctor said I was not washing my hands enough.
Oh, like you have C.
hmm
diff or something? What?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And I thought, well, that's interesting because in my actual job, I
yeah.
work at a medical school and I teach people how to wash their hands. So I'm pretty good with
Yeah.
hand hygiene. So anyway, I decided to take things into my own hands, as it were. And
Wow.
I did a little research and discovered that I had developed an intolerance to alcohol,
Wow.
not just the different things, but the common denominator was the alcohol in those drinks. And I thought, well, okay, what does that mean for me? Because it was not a sobriety slash recovery
Yep.
story for me. It was a full stop, breaks, don't do this anymore because it's making you super sick. And
Wow.
what do you do now?
Mm.
And it just so happened that that was in 2018 and 2019. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go and see if anybody does alcohol free things.
Wow.
No one did.
Wow.
And there was a local bartender who said, I'm totally on board. Let's see what we can do.
Wow.
And she invited me and some friends over to the bar, and she made about 10 different mocktails, and they were amazing. And it
Wow.
was so reassuring that that was a possibility. Now, 6 years later,
Yeah.
there are tons of products. It's an amazing, just variety, not variety, just abundance
Yeah. Abundant.
of things to drink, and it's so wonderful. And we're still sort of at that whole, I'm going to restaurants saying, well, what do you have? And then being pretty disappointed in what they
Mm.
have.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So if you go into a restaurant
Mhm.
and they don't have anything on the menu,
Yes.
what will you ask them to make? What would you Is there something
Well,
like it do you have, like, a favorite that you request or you
no.
request? No.
Oftentimes, if they have an alcohol-free beer or an NA beer,
Yeah.
I'll order an NA beer and
Yeah.
be really happy with
Yeah.
that. I have discovered that no shade to any bartenders,
Yep.
but oftentimes they get a little hurt when you say, "This, I don't want juice and soda water," because that, as
Yeah.
far as their education is to this day,
Yep.
that is what a mocktail is. And so, usually I'll just have water.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's so funny. Now I mean, I many times I'll just order sparkling water, maybe a
yeah,
little splash of cranberry juice or,
yeah.
lime, and I'm okay with that now, like, in the very beginning of my alcohol-free journey, very start of 2021, end of very, very end of 2020, like, it helped me to have a mocktail or, like, a non-alcoholic wine. It
Oh, it's
really, really
wonderful.
helped me stay the
Mhm.
course, but now it's like, I'm really okay with, like, a Spindrift or, my SodaStream machine working overtime here, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, did you find that it was more helpful for you in the beginning making mocktails? Like, how did you get into doing it yourself?
I got into doing it myself because I was actually sort of neck deep involved in,
Mm,
um, it was the pandemic, so everything went virtual. Lucky for me. And
mm,
I started meeting these brand founders and thinking, oh my God, that sounds so amazing. I've got to try that. And I
uh,
spent a ton of money trying all kinds of things and just started experimenting on my own,
mm.
which now I'm sort of a mocktail snob. And
We should change your hashtag, right? Or
I
your
know,
handle to mocktail queen, maybe? That's
mocktail
really
snob.
no, no, not mocktail snob. No, no. Yes. But you have an elevated palate. I mean, you
I really
do.
do. I really
Yes.
do.
You really do.
And my husband, who does drink alcohol, will come home after work and say, "Oh, make us some mocktails and let's go sit
Oh,
outside." And it's so
oh,
much fun. And he is
mm,
very into the whole mocktail scene with me, which is great.
oh.
And he also has some ideas and opinions about what mocktails should and should not be. So, so what I have done is my mission has become
Mm,
spreading this knowledge,
yeah.
sharing this with people if they're open to it. Bartenders are not always open to it because they don't really like that. They kind of feel like you're not the boss of me, and I don't want to do that. So, to people who are open to it, I consult. I try to focus my attention on mainstream establishments
Mm,
and festivals and things like that, just to say, hey, I'm going to knock on your door. We're going to give this a try, see what you think,
love it.
and expand your hospitality.
Yeah.
Not just say you're going to have club soda or lemonade and you're going to be happy with that, but say, you know what? Oh my
Mm,
God, I can have a spritzer that's actually tastes like a spritzer. I mean, like
yeah.
really, actually, or a Negroni that's like, oh my God, the flavors are wow. You can actually
Yeah.
have that. And not everybody knows that. A lot of people
Mm,
don't. And I'm sort of trying to make it my mission to take
great.
our wonderful, beautiful, full alcohol free world into the world at large.
That's
S-
fantastic.
So, I mean, I'm one little girl trying to do it. So
That's awesome. Okay,
I
so
just
how are
sort
you
of,
doing this? So is it mostly, like, online? Are you going, like, reaching out to places locally? Are you in Arkansas, is that right?
I am in Arkansas.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
are you reaching out, like, to local establishments or more, like, online connecting with people, connecting with brands, or connecting with, I should say, like, establishments?
All of those things.
Okay, great, Mo. Great.
And for the third year in a row, um, a local foundation that is a recovery foundation before had never
Mm.
at their gala had alcohol free options besides coffee, water, and iced tea. And they said, oh, hey, Mocktail Mo, why don't you come
Oh,
join us, curate some mocktails? Let's have something good. And in that process, and God bless them, in
oh,
that process, I have learned some rules.
mm,
You definitely try to create drinks that have no resemblance of
Yep.
a specific cocktail that has alcohol in it because they don't want that.
Yep. That's
So,
interesting. That's very different,
yeah.
right? Because I don't come from it from a place of recovery. It's like, okay,
Mhm.
I just need to break up with Chardonnay. And many,
Mhm.
many of the
Yeah,
women I know are, just were like wine drinkers. It was like, okay, just enough is enough, sick
right.
and tired of waking up sick and tired. But
Yeah.
I have learned that too. It's like, I have friends who are in recovery and they don't want something with a non-alcoholic tequila in it. That's not of interest. That's a huge trigger. That's a
Mhm.
trigger. Where for me, I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, this is delicious. I wasn't a tequila drinker, But
Right.
yeah, it's good to, just understand there's different segments in the alcohol-free space, in the mocktail space, and be sensitive, be
Oh,
sensitive to that.
absolutely. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
know your audience for
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
especially when it comes to hospitality.
yeah,
You have
yeah.
to know who all you're catering to.
Yeah, who you're catering to. So
Mhm.
what's like the favorite thing that they've had at their gala that you've made, that you've curated for them? Or what's one of your favorite things you've curated for them?
One of my favorite things, well, okay, so I have done, and I'm repeating this year because I kind of liked it. It
Yeah.
is palm, lime, ginger beer.
Yum.
Boop. And I call it a red carpet mule. They love
Oh,
it.
oh,
They're happy to bring it back this year.
great.
And then I did a fun blue tropical kind of drink with some blue curacao syrup
Uh-huh.
and coconut cream and
Oh,
pineapple juice and lime juice. It's very juicy, really fun.
tropical.
It's very tropical. At home, I add a rum alternative
Okay.
and it's really good.
Yeah.
It's
Do you have
very
a
tasty.
favorite rum alternative? Is there, or like a favorite? I should say, it's like asking like what's your favorite child? Like you've tried them all. So
Oh yeah. I do. So I'm sort of very fond of Ritual, the entire line,
yep, same.
and I really like Clean Company. Their
Yep.
rum is sort of a spiced rum that I recommended them at Dry Atlas. And why I like them is because you
Yeah.
actually get that rum flavor. It doesn't
Mm.
get lost in all the things that you're adding to it.
Okay.
You still get a nice little rum vibe in
A
there.
nice rum. I just
Mhm.
had actually this week on the pot. Well, coming out this week is episode 66. I don't know when this one will be out, probably a month or two, but was with Ellie Webb from Caleno.
Mm. I have
And
not had Caleno, and I want to. The dark and spicy, I'm dying for.
the dark and spicy is so good. It's like coconutty. It is so delicious. I mean, I was laughing, like saying like sharing on Instagram saying like we need like smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision. Like you open it and it just smells like you're in the tropics. It's so
Mm,
good. Anyway,
mm,
whatever. But
mm,
yeah,
mm.
I love to hear, kind of like what your favorites are and stuff. So it's good to know. Okay, I love those names. I love the red carpet mule. I love that.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. It
That's
feels
awesome.
festive.
It
Mhm.
should feel festive, right? It shouldn't feel like we're like wah
Yep.
wah. We're not drinking. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True
Yeah.
facts.
What did
Yes.
you
It
think
needs
it
to
was
be a
going to be
celebration.
like? Yeah, when you stopped. What did you think? Okay, I'm full stop. I'm not drinking anymore. What
I
is this
got
going to
really
be like?
sad. I got
Oh,
very, very sad because um for me, drinks were an occasion thing. So they were either
yeah.
tied with food or tied with occasions.
Mm.
And for example, at Thanksgiving, my mother and I would make pumpkin pies and have bourbon with that because we were
Uh-huh.
cooking with it and we would
Yeah.
have some bourbon with it. Um, and then if we were celebrating something, Prosecco was the
Sure.
thing.
Sure.
And I just thought, well, that wah wah.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I thought, wow, I wonder what will happen.
Mm.
And little did I know that basically the world didn't skip a beat.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
like, "Burp, I want alcohol alternatives. Voila.
Boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, like
There it
magic
is.
wand, Mocktail Mo's magic wand. I would like alcohol-free prosecco, and then like joyous dropped in your lap,
I
or
know.
liars,
Right.
classico, right? I mean, like
All
the
of
list
it.
goes on and
Groovy.
on. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Right? The
Yes.
list goes
Yeah.
on and on and on. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, wish granted. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no missing out. There's no missing out. So how's
No,
the response of, like, the hospitality industry when you're reaching out to them? And, what's, like, the I don't know.
it's
What are
mixed.
the responses? Yeah, let's hear the mix.
It's very mixed. I oftentimes get crickets,
Mm,
often. Um, and then I do sometimes um, get that excitement of,
yeah,
oh wow, I can do this. And those are things that are still probably in the works, in the pipeline. Do you know what I mean?
mhm,
So
yeah,
it's ongoing,
yeah,
but gaining traction.
yeah.
So
No, and I
I'm
feel like it's taking
yeah.
time for restaurants. Like, there's
Mhm.
one of my favorite restaurants here in town. He's got, like, 4 or 5 locations, a Mexican restaurant, and, he's, like, doesn't have any mocktails, not one non-alcoholic beer,
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah.
nothing on the menu, and it's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, please, like, it's time, it's
Mhm.
time." Like, there's room on the menu for something other than tea and soda.
There is. This is what I did learn about that. Here's
Okay,
here's here's the bad part. I did talk to someone locally who
okay,
does my favorite place here that
okay,
does the best mocktails, and it is a Central American restaurant, and
okay.
he makes a tequila sour that is just so great. It's amazing.
Really?
And I asked him because I was curious. Why aren't you pushing this? What's the holdup, do you
Mhm.
think? Because I think, or I thought, as most people do, well, gosh, you're going to make more money. Well, here's the thing: is they don't. They make less money. And
Really?
he lifted up a bottle of tequila and showed it to me, and he says, "This cost me $7." And
A
then
regular tequila,
yep, and then he lifted up a
not a
alcohol-free alternative. I mean, a tequila alternative, and said, "This cost me $30."
mm,
And people who have mocktails will have 1 or 2, and people who drink alcohol will have 3 or 4.
yeah, that's
So, the
interesting.
margins are bigger on
Mm,
alcohol drinks. Um, so it is there it for them, it's a financial thing, and it is a tougher sell. They don't want to make a large investment if they're not going to get any return out of it. So I think that is also something that we as our community might need to speak to and
mm,
start having that conversation. I'm not advocating for alcohol free spirits to go down in price. I think it costs them a lot to
yeah, to create. Mhm,
make and ship and all of those things. I just think that there's something that's missing that we need
mhm.
to address as a
That makes
community at whole.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that
Yeah.
makes perfect sense. What I was gonna say though is, like in the beginning, did
Hmm.
you think you were gonna save money? Like, okay, I thought the same thing. I thought like, "Oh, I'm gonna save all this money. I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking a bottle of wine a day," And then it's like
Hmm.
now I'm literally at Total Wine. I'm buying $100 worth of stuff now
Yeah.
because I'm filling my cart with, Gießen and
Yeah.
all of the fun stuff, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I still see those posts about, oh,
Save
go,
money.
yes, go alcohol
No,
free, you'll save money. And I thought, well,
no.
no. My husband had to sort of tap the brakes on me a couple of times when I was overloading the refrigerator and filling up the pantry and everything. And he was like, "Can you just stop for a second? Just a minute, and then we'll start again. But dear God, can you please?"
I know, yeah.
And yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you need like a second, second house to fill the stuff. For the bars though, this is my question because Texas Roadhouse does not have any mocktails on their menu, and it
Mm,
bothers me because I love Texas Roadhouse. But somebody was saying, somebody said in a comment that I posted, saying that apparently, like, maybe a drink had been served, supposed to be a mocktail. This is way back in the day, I guess. A
mhm.
drink had been served, but it actually had alcohol in it, and it was served as a mocktail. So they got in trouble and they pulled back. That's just like the story I heard. I don't even know if that's
Okay.
true. So
Mhm.
how, like, for this restaurant you're mentioning, and they have tequila that's $7 for the bottle, and then they have the non-alcoholic
$30.
tequila,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$30 bottle. How do they make sure, like, how do they differentiate the glass so that when it comes to the table, the guest knows? Is there a way to differentiate, or what do you recommend?
I think
Like,
that
so
is
that
a
like, okay, this is they use the right tequila because it can get lost in translation from the waiter to
mhm.
like it's a margarita she wanted or whatever, tequila sour.
I think, glassware is a really good idea.
Mhm.
However, that's also a big cost for a
Sure.
restaurant. Um, I unless they do a separate garnish maybe,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
that's cheap. That you can do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in all drinks
Mhm.
and have a specific something
Yeah.
that indicates this is an alcohol-free drink, whether it
Mhm.
be, I
Different
don't
color
know,
straw,
or
something. Something.
something that
Yeah.
it signifies to that bartender, that waiter, and then to the consumer, this is absolutely alcohol-free.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would be easy and absolutely doable
Yeah. Yeah.
for
I just have thought
establishments.
about that because it's like, unless you see the person actually making the drink, putting the ingredients in there, there's
Mhm.
like that, you almost like, oh, maybe have somebody else taste it for, if you're really concerned about consuming,
Exactly,
a little bit of
exactly.
alcohol or whatever. So,
Mhm, yeah.
anyway, that was the question I wanted to ask you. It came back. I'm so glad it came back.
Yay.
Mo, working with me
Yay.
here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Okay, do you have, I don't wanna ask, like, do you have, like, some favorites of, like, I know you mentioned groovy and, like, so are
Mhm.
there, like, certain favorites of non-alcoholic wines that you love? I would love to hear those. Favorites of, like, some
Mm.
of the brands. I know people would love to hear kind of your short list of favorites, if you don't mind sharing.
I would love to share.
Okay.
This is the question when you say, "Oh," especially to a group of middle-aged women. You say, "Okay, so,
Yeah.
you're alcohol free. What's your favorite red wine?"
Uh-huh. Yep.
Always first question, and I always come back with yours. Yours is my favorite. Yours is my favorite. And I've
M
tried a few.
Really?
Yours is my favorite.
Is your favorite?
And
Okay.
it is their California Red Blend.
Okay.
Honestly, it's not fancy and it holds up.
Love it.
I definitely come back for a second glass.
Hmm.
Adore it. It is absolutely my favorite.
Love that.
And then for fun, I love groovy sangria.
Yum. That's so good.
Yes.
It's so
It's
good.
it's and it's fun. It
So good.
just is
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It has a little
Yes.
effervescence and some
Mm.
spices and things in it. And it's just great. It's so good
So
over
accessible. Yeah,
ice.
little can. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
So cute. Yes.
I love it. And then talking about cans, I could go on forever.
No, I wanna know. Yes, keep going. We're just gonna you go.
So my favorite is rosé. I love rosé.
Okay.
Pine Spice Zero
Yes.
and Sovi in cans.
Oh, Sovi's so good.
Oh my god. Oh
It's
my god. So
it's
good.
the real deal. Yeah.
Yes.
It's the real, I mean, it's not, but it is. Yeah.
No, but it is. It
It's the
is.
dupe. It's
And
the
just
dupe of rosé.
full
Yes.
stop, it is.
Mhm.
It's the
Yeah.
real deal. It's
Yeah.
so good. And then if I'm getting super, bougie and
Yeah.
fancy
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it, I'm gonna have some French Bloom sparkling rosé.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And they just did a, reserve that was a lot of money. I don't know how much, I don't remember,
Okay.
but it
Okay.
was something that it would be like a very serious occasion bottle of wine.
Yep.
It
Yep.
was, and I haven't had it, but
Okay.
I would imagine that it is delicious. Um, I love them. I love Saint Viviana. I just tried that at the
Okay, go
Mindful
ahead.
Drinking Festival.
Oh, I
It's
haven't
at
had that.
the Zero Proof.
Okay.
Ooh, so good, so
Okay.
good.
That's a rosé you had?
They had actually, no, that was a white and a red. I
Okay.
tried them both and
Okay.
was blown away by both of them. They were
Great.
amazing. And then Oddbird.
Oh,
Oddbird is
yes.
fabulous.
Yes. Yes. Everybody's talking about the odd bird. Yeah. We don't
Yeah,
wanna be the odd
Oddbird's the
bird
guy.
out. We don't wanna miss out.
No.
Yes.
Uh-uh.
Okay. How about ready to drink cans? Do you like ready to drink cans? Are you a can girl?
Adore them.
Yeah, same. I'm like, press the easy button. Let's go. Put it in the cooler. Feel like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So for ready to drinks right now, my fave is Edna's.
Oh,
I just tried Edna's. They're out of Vancouver.
okay.
And I think they are in the United States though. So um they have Collins that I added
Huh.
what did I add to it? Amethyst,
Oh,
cucumber lime.
the
Yeah.
amethyst. So good.
Wow.
So good.
Amazing. And the Paloma, I
Mm,
thought, should I tinker with it? And then I thought, no, don't
it's
need
good.
to. Yeah.
Really?
It's,
Edna's. Okay.
it's very, very good.
Okay, I'm gonna look for that.
And
Okay.
then I really like the Ish gin and tonic.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The
that's my
ish.
favorite in their
I like
whole
that
line.
name. I like the
Ish.
name. The
Yeah.
ish. Yeah.
Ish.
Ish. That's like
It's
how I show up for
ish.
my podcast, like
Yeah.
1:45 ish,
Ish.
1:30 ish.
Ish.
As you experienced today. Poor Mo was like
Yes, I
sitting on
was.
here. Where's Deb? Oh, Deb was doing whatever.
Yes. Yes. We were in the land of ish.
We were very much in the land of ish. I'm glad we got this going.
Yeah.
Glad I got it going.
um,
Okay, ish is a favorite in the
oh,
can.
and then here's another one that I tried also at the Mindful Drinking Festival that was fabulous. Also, not a specific type of drink, so it's
Yep.
not replicating any cocktail.
Yep.
Was no leak.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was at the Mocktail Summit this year.
I
Yes,
love
and her
her.
cans are so cute. I love
Mhm.
her. Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and her
Mhm.
cans are so cute. No
Yes.
leak. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad that you got to try
Mm.
it at the Mindful Drinking Fest.
Oh,
Are you gonna
so
go
good.
are you gonna go again next year? Are you planning on going?
Um, I want to.
Yeah.
I am not sure if I'll be able to,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was an amazing experience. It
Oh,
was
really? Really?
really, it was sort of like a reunion and going to
Mm.
summer camp all at the
Oh.
same time. It was so much fun and it was so
Oh.
great. It was my first opportunity to see in person all these people that I've known, like you,
Brands. All these brands.
virtually, and the brands. And
I know, right? Who
oh my
like you
God.
know them, right? You met all the
Yeah.
bidder, like all of them were there.
Mm,
Everybody was there.
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the,
Yeah.
but yeah, Ian and Carly, they're
Yeah.
amazing humans.
Amazing.
Love them. And yeah, just to meet in person all of those
Mm,
people and get to know them and tell them, well, this is kind of what I'm doing and I see what you're doing. So this is pretty great.
that's
Um,
great.
and then my last one is Curious Elixirs.
Okay.
I am hosting for the second year in a row their party here in
Oh,
Arkansas
great.
and cannot wait. I'm so excited. But I love their number 4,
That
the
okay. I'm glad you
spritz.
said that. Yeah, because they're all very different, the
Yeah.
numbers. Yes,
Hmm.
and it's like you have to know which number, Okay, so number 4 is your favorite.
It is. It is. It's
Okay.
sort of an Italian. It's a blood orange spritz. So
Okay, delicious.
love it. Love it.
Okay,
Hmm.
great, great.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gold for the listener. Mo, this right here, what you
Yay.
just dropped today is gold. I feel like we didn't talk about beers. Are you a beer drinker?
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
Do you wanna give
Yes.
a couple beers that you like or shout outs to
Uh.
those? No, there's no stress, no pressure,
Heck
but I'm
yeah.
telling you,
Well.
this is what we wanna know, like,
Yes.
what are you drinking? What's good? What's worth paying? What's
Yes.
worth trying? Yeah. Doesn't mean
Well.
everybody's gonna
Okay.
love that one,
So
but
I'm going to because basic.
I'm saying, yeah, okay, yep, yep, go ahead.
I love Heineken Zero. I
Well,
love
good.
Heineken
You can
Zero.
find it everywhere. Perfect.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
you can, and I love it.
great.
I do. Let's see, what did I have? Untitled Artists IPA.
So good.
Oh my lord, so
I
delicious.
love Untitled Artist. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good. I really like. Um, oh geez, I don't know. I'm just kind of open to
Yeah,
beers
yeah.
though. I'm just sort of like, let's
Trying them.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's try this. I favor IPAs and I don't think everyone does. I
Okay,
really dig it.
okay.
Oh, but a not IPA that I highly recommend is Al's out of New York.
Oh, I don't know that one. I don't think I've
Al's.
Al's, non-alcoholic beer.
Hmm.
Okay, okay,
It's sort of a Pilsner, really good
okay.
lager, really great. It's very
Nice,
light and good. Yeah.
nice. I
Yeah.
just had, well, it's coming out, Joe Chura from Go Brewing came
Hmm.
on as a guest,
Yes.
and, just loved hearing his story, but just his non-alcoholic, beer out of Chicago, just doing amazing things. So, yeah, it's so fun, like, I feel like you and I showed up to Disneyland early, like, we got there early.
Just a little.
You got there before I did, and I was like, wow, I like, oh, wow, this is so great. And now they're building new rides,
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
in the sense of like all these new brands that are coming out. Like the
Yeah,
park just keeps expanding. The
it's
playground
huge.
of what we get to do is so
And
fun.
now it's moving into this whole
Yeah.
other realm of the THC,
Oh, yeah.
CBD,
Yep.
that whole thing that I wrote an article about Wink on my blog.
Okay.
I did try it. Now,
Okay.
I am not a person who really seeks out THC
No,
or
not
any of
me.
that.
It's not
It's
me.
not
It's not
really,
for me. It's not for me.
no,
And that's
it's
okay. I'm
not
like, if it's for
really.
somebody else, great. It's just not my thing. Yeah.
They asked me if I would try it and write about it. And I said,
Okay.
yes, yes, I will.
Okay.
And I did. And it was very interesting. I didn't get high.
Yeah.
I, it was sort of like just relaxing. It was
Okay.
just very, very
Okay.
relaxing.
Okay.
So I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
happy.
But yeah,
But that is this whole other
that's a whole
section of ride
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
yeah,
not looking for the fast pass over there. I'm
right,
fine.
no,
I'm
not
good. I'm like,
really.
I'm happy over here at this section. I'm good. I like these rides.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say because now so many of the large brands who are not from the non-alcoholic space, so
Mhm,
many of the liquor brands are now
mhm.
coming in, like White Claw just came in with non-alcoholic,
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
so it's just interesting. It's interesting to see how
I
things
have feelings about that.
are growing. Yeah, people are
Yeah.
very mixed on it, very mixed. It's
Yeah.
like some are almost
Mhm.
offended,
Yeah.
and then
Uh-huh.
others. So it's like it's very interesting. Yeah, but the
Okay.
park keeps expanding.
The park, yeah, is getting
Yeah,
bigger and bigger.
yeah,
And personally, I say bring it on.
yeah.
To the big
I agree.
brands, I'm
I
all
agree.
about it. Big Alk, come on,
Yep.
let's go. I did try the Martini and Rossi, have it at home.
Okay.
Martini and Rossi,
I haven't tried it.
Floreal. Um, mm, mm,
Really delicious.
wow, it won um,
I don't think I've tried
the
that.
best drink at in New Orleans at the cocktail Tales of the
Oh,
Cocktail.
yeah.
It won,
Really
and I thought, well, I've got to try this. It's alcohol free, and it won. And you'll know why as soon as you taste
delicious.
it. Hmm.
Okay, and that's like a
Yes.
ready to drink. It's ready to go, or you've no.
No,
What are you
it
doing with that?
is a driver mousse
Okay. Oh,
kind
okay.
of drink.
Okay.
And
I know nothing.
oh my God. The depth of flavor. It's amazing. It's
What
amazing.
did you make with it?
Uh, my favorite, to be perfectly honest, is tonic.
Okay.
And I have a lemon tonic that I've added with it, but I prefer just tonic
Tonic,
water.
tonic. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. I love
It
that's
is.
easy. That's
It
easy.
is.
Yeah, that's my
It's
kinda drink.
easy and it's
Easy.
sophisticated, and you will definitely want to sip it during the summer for sure.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to end. A good
Yay.
drink for the summer.
Yes. Yes.
Mo, I love you. I'm
I love
so happy to
you.
see you. We did an Instagram live together like a million years ago. I mean, I think it was in
Yeah.
2021. We did
Oh my
Instagram
God.
live together. I don't
Wow.
think, I mean, we've, commented here and there,
Yeah.
but like it's so nice to be reconnected with you. And thank you so much
It is my
for
pleasure.
joining. Seriously, I just adore you. And I'm so thankful that you have like blazed the trail for all of us in this mocktail playground, the amusement park.
Well, it's fun. I
It
love
is
it.
fun. It
I
is
love
fun.
doing it. It
It
is
is fun.
absolutely my passion. I love it.
Oh, oh, keep up the great work, my friend.
You too. You
Love you,
too.
love you. Thank you, thank you. This was so much fun.
Absolutely.